Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have your tissues ready because we are about to leave port. In 1800, we travel in style until we decide to stay for a while. Choose your portrait, logo, and name and head into Sandbox or the campaign. Your very first island. There will always be a trading post so people can find us. Sleek admirals, mysterious merchants, but most of all, the rarest species, good, honest, hard-working citizens. You can't see any. Time for some old-fashioned marketing. Yep, that's a market. Perfection. But we won't be getting far without a street connection, so always be sure you make ends meet. There you go. Nice. Now, about those citizens. When you're a pioneer in uncharted territory, a farm's a good place to begin. Oh, listen, I think they started moving in. Knock, knock. Who's there? Taxes. Your residents will pay you for the housing and the luxuries they get. And more of them will join your ranks if needs are being met. Oh, hey guys. Thanks for the follow. They'll work for you too, being jacks of all trades. That, for example, is a lumberjack. A guy who really knows how to handle an axe. But we're not just stopping just because he's chopping. Let's add a sawmill. And by the power of logic and logistics, we now produce timber. Buildings that belong together will hang together in your construction menu, making it easy to expand your fledgling industry. And if you find that your donkey can't deliver goods to far-off factories, you can help it out by building a warehouse midway. And it can fit so many building materials, you're not going to believe it. What goes in there can be accessed from anywhere on your island. And that's it. Your first production chain is up and running. Now it's time to build. Here is the tool that will make all the architects of antiquity faint with envy. The blueprint mode. You can place anything you like without using any of your precious resources and give it a spin. Time to move on with the move tool. And if I change my mind, I can always upgrade it to a fully functioning factory. Production buildings come at a cost, but fortunately, there is plenty we can do to add to our coffers. Provide for your citizens, and they will provide for you. Once you pay them a house visit, you'll learn what they want from life, and you can help them get it. Just watch once we place a fishery. You can see that green bar fill up just like mine does when I get my morning coffee. Every need you fulfill has a positive effect, one of which is you getting money back. And good news tends to get around. You'll soon have more people living in your town, which is really for the best. We can use those extra hands to produce more of what we need to let this settlement expand. Let's get you guys to the next level. With every tier you reach, you'll gain more revenue, more production chains, more fancy buildings to adorn your city. There's engineers, the metal mines, and investors. But no matter who you're housing, here's a truth to keep in mind. It takes all kinds to make a world. Don't forget your farmers, or they might forget to feed you. Public services allow your citizens to relax or watch you play, and they will pay perhaps a little extra for those things that are the zest of life. Community, variety, and a little luxury. Once in a while, you'll receive a special request. I've got you, number one. Laters, gators. Anytime you help out, your heroism will be rewarded with special gifts or clinking coin. Yet, all these shiny things our city needs don't come from the void, but are part of beautiful, intricate production chains. There's almost no limit to what you can do. It's the golden age of opportunists where traders ferry priceless treasures across the seven seas and pirates will attempt to redistribute them locally. We're never alone in this vast world, and there's much to be said for knowing who you're dealing with, even if it's just for the sake of plotting their downfall. In Anno 1800, we communicate by using diplomacy. Basically, both parties agree to write down insults on expensive parchment with proper punctuation. And you can improve your standing with people by flattering them, offering them gifts which are, of course, not the same thing as a bribe, or by proving your worth in action. All of our fellow robber barons, royals, and rebels have some kind of quest to offer. And if you befriend a pirate, who knows what you're gonna get? Once you get all chummy, you can request trade rights, which will improve your income and make it easier to provide for your growing population. So, how exactly does trading work? Well, I could load some soap on my boat and send it off to Ellie because he's a clean kind of chap. And once I reach him, my ship can interact with his trading post, and it's really that easy. I can also choose to buy some of Ellie's stock if I find something that floats my boat, but circumstances can change. When you have too much of a good thing, passive trade is your friend. It means that once you've given instructions, ships will travel back and forth between islands automatically, smooth as a charm. In the trade route menu, you can decide where your ship should go, what they're taking on board, and what they're selling at port. Thanks to passive trade, we can now distribute resources. Some goods can only be produced on specific islands, but you'll want to provide for all your citizens because sharing is caring. And if the endless ocean holds no fears for you, you can have the best of both worlds, connecting your old world cities to the new continent. Win-win. Oh, be warned though, there are areas on your map where lawlessness is considered a kind of lifestyle. Pirates will not respect your right of way, or anybody's rights really. Maybe you want to take a stand against all the bullies of this world, or teach a competitor to mind their own business. That's where defense buildings come in real useful. Just sit back and let your cannons do the talking for you. And if that's not good, you can always add emphasis to your message by taking to sea. Here, these beauties have specific firing patterns, shooting sideways or from the front, and will perform better in naval battles when you've got them facing the right way. And when it's time to turn the tables and wreak chaos on your enemies, don't forget to declare war. Ha, yeah, what do you say now, Margaret? Let's redecorate her harbor. If we keep this up for a while, her island will lose morale and surrender. Oh, did I say her island? My mistake. There we go. It's all ours, not a mark on it. Let's rebuild and turn it into a place that will make visitors from all over the world stare in utter amazement. Well, and there we are, safely returned to shore. I hope you enjoyed the ride, and we'll see each other again when it's time to set sail. Anno 1800, now for sale.